Hello everyone, welcome all of you for the Building Material Testing Laboratory video lecture. Today we are going to discuss about the experiment compression test on wood. Aim of the experiment: to conduct compressive test on specimen of timber. In that, first will be along the grains, nothing but parallel to grains you can call, and second will be across the grains, nothing but perpendicular to the grains, and to determine the respective compressive strengths. Apparatus required. So, we are using universal testing machine and vernier caliper for measurement of the dimension. Now, I will discuss about what do you mean by along the grains and what do you mean by across the grains. First will be along the grains, nothing but the fibers of the wood will be placed parallel to the applied load, means we are applying compressive force and we can call this one as L. So, I place a specimen parallel to the compressive load, the grains will be parallel to the applied load, and the second case will be across the grains. Across the grains will be like this, means the fibers or you can call grains will be placed perpendicular to the applied compressive force. So, this we can call it as L. So, we are going to place the specimen like this for across the grains. Now, I will move on to the first case along the grains. So, in the along the grains is nothing but parallel to grains. So, first measure the dimensions of the specimen along lengthwise, breadthwise and widthwise. The thing is here, we measured the length as parallel to grains and I got the values as L is equal to 50 mm, width is equal to 49.28 mm and the width we got 49.41 mm. After getting the dimensions, now place the specimen between middle crosshead and the lower table in loading unit of UTM in such a way that the grain should be placed parallel to the applied load. Then on the instrument and close both the valves and press down button in controlling unit to lower the middle crosshead up to touch the specimen. Then on the instrument and press tear the load and reset the friction and release the right valve. Now the specimen is subjected to load. The test is continued until the specimen get fracture. Also note down the maximum load it has taken. Now we got the fracture of the specimen of the controlling unit and release both the valves and press up button to raise the middle crosshead and remove the specimen. Now along the grains the specimen before test will be like this, and after the test we got the specimen when it is subjected to the compressive load. Now I will move on to the observation and calculations along the grains. This will be the tabulation I made. First the type of test, the first case will be parallel to grains. We measure the dimension, length is 50 mm, breadth is 49.28 and width is 49.41 and the maximum load it has taken is 143.5 kilonewton. In terms of Newton means it is 10 raised to 3 and area of cross section over which load is applied means we applied load width into breadth. So, means 49.28 into 49.41. So, I got the value as 2434.92 mm square. Then we know that the strength, ultimate compressive strength is given by load by area. So, load in terms of Newton and the area is in mm square. I got the value as 58.93 Newton per mm square. And if I consider factor of safety as 3, so safe stress is nothing but the ultimate compressive strength divided by 3. So, the safe stress that much will be we can apply 19.64 Newton per mm square will be the applied load, remaining will be the safety purpose. Okay. So, this is regarding the first case along the grains. Now, I will move on to the second case, that is across the grains, nothing but the perpendicular to grains. So, the procedure is same, but we need to place the grains perpendicular to the applied load. Now, first observe the dimensions of the specimen using the vernier caliper. So now I call this one as L. Before it is parallel, now it is perpendicular to the grains. The grains will be perpendicular to the applied load. Measure width also and breadth also. So I got the results as length is 49.8 and breadth is 49.62 and width wise it is 53.94 mm. Now after that the procedure is same. Place the specimen between the middle cross head and the lower table in loading unit of UTM and start the instrument, close both the valves and press down button until the middle crosshead touches the specimen. Then on the instrument and tear the load and press reset the deflection, gradually release the right valve. Now the specimen is subjected to the compressive load. Note down the reading. The test is continued until the specimen gets fractured, and note down the maximum load. Now the specimen is fractured and release both the valves and press up button. Now I remove the specimen from the UTM. So this will be the specimen before the test, which is perpendicular to the grains. Now we got the fractured, means the specimen after the test it will be fractured like this. Then observation and calculations. The second case, across the grains are nothing but perpendicular to grains. The dimensions we measure, length we got it as 49.8 and breadth is 49.62 and width is 53.94, and it has taken the maximum load as 38.4 kilonewton, and in terms of Newton it is 10 raised to 3. The area of cross section over which the load is applied is breadth into width, 49.62 into 53.94. So I got it as 2676.5 mm square, and ultimate compressive strength in terms of Newton per mm square is given by the maximum load divided by the cross sectional area. I got it as 14.34 Newton per mm square, and if I consider the factor of safety as 3, the safe stress will be 4.78 Newton per mm square. So means overall results, first case is along the grains which is parallel to grain also. We got the maximum or ultimate compressive stress as 58.93 Newton per mm square, and with the factor of safety, safe stress is equal to 19.64 Newton per mm square. The second case is across the grains, or you can call it as perpendicular to grains. The results I got, maximum or ultimate compressive stress is 14.34 Newton per mm square, and I got the factor of, with the factor of safety 3, safe stress is 4.78 Newton per mm square. By observing the value, the strength is more in along the grains and strength is lesser in across the grains. Generally strength is more when a load is applied along the grains, because the tubular structure of wood grains which is strong along its axial direction and weak in perpendicular direction. So that's why we got the maximum along the grains and lesser in across the grains. Okay, so this is about the compressive strength of timber or wood. Thank you one and all.